The Measles Monster. This short participatory street skit was enacted by a group of Nicaraguan Brigadistas de Salud, community health activists, during a training course in Methods of Health Education for Change in May 1982, during the period that the new Sandinista Health Ministry, MINSA, was seeking to gain enthusiastic people's participation in improving the overall health of the newly liberated country. The course, facilitated by a group of village health workers from the Sierra Madre of western Mexico, took place at the time of a major countrywide vaccination campaign against the immunizable infectious diseases of childhood. The ministry had launched a countrywide vaccination campaign. Just as the Trump administration downplayed the dangers of COVID-19 and undermined confidence in vaccines in the U.S., this groundbreaking health initiative was being surreptitiously targeted by the U.S. Central Intelligence Agency, CIA, which had spread rumors that the vaccines would sterilize whoever got them. The little bottles, the gossip spreaders pointed out, had printed on them agua esterilizada, so lots of people grew hesitant, or worse. To counter this sabotage, the participating brigadistas, as part of our training course, organized a street theater skit in the central marketplace, recruiting passers-by and children as actors. At the beginning, to attract people's attention, the actors, a dad, a mom, and their children, stand like statues in the middle of the street. Their faces are whitened for dramatic effect. Dad has his clenched fist raised, symbolizing the triumph of the revolution. The group maintains this position without moving for several minutes, while the curious public gathers around. A health brigadista, community health worker, arrives and announces to the family that next Sunday is a national vaccination day. He encourages the parents to bring all of their children to the health post to get vaccinated. The brigadista explains to them that the vaccines will protect their children against dangerous diseases such as polio, whooping cough, tetanus, and measles. After the brigadista leaves, the parents express their hesitancy about vaccinating the children. "I've heard some people say the vaccines don't work and can make the little ones sick," says the father. "And they say vaccines sterilize whoever gets them, so they can never have children," adds the mother. "It may just be a rumor, but who knows?" "We sure don't want anything bad to happen to our children," the parents agree. "It would be safer not to vaccinate them. Why don't we go to the beach instead on Sunday?" "Yes, yes," the children yell. "Let's go to the beach. Oh boy!" What the family doesn't realize is the big danger of not vaccinating their children. Nearby, the measles monster is spying and suddenly appears. The monster looks very fierce. The head was made from a cardboard carton colorfully painted, with long cut-out horns glued to it. The huge hands with long, sharp claws were also cut out of cardboard. The measles monster comes closer, growling and roaring loudly. He runs toward the children, looking for anyone who may not have been vaccinated. The frightened children run away as the monster approaches. Then the monster turns and approaches the family of actors with whitened faces. The monster attacks one of those unvaccinated children. The boy is wearing a large, smiling white mask. The monster roars, throwing its enormous claws around the boy. Hidden behind the huge claws, the boy changes masks. When the monster opens its arms again, the audience sees the boy with a mask showing the red spots of measles. The boy becomes very ill and almost dies. His worried parents do everything they can to save him. With the boy about to die, his distraught parents realize they made a mistake not to vaccinate their children. They now realize that dangerous disease can be prevented with vaccines. Finally, the sick boy gets better, though still thin and weak. Now the narrator with the loudspeaker approaches the audience and asks, "Why did this child get sick with measles?" A few people answer, "Because he didn't get vaccinated." The narrator says, "Can't hear you. Why do they say that this child got measles?" More people call out the reply. The narrator repeats, "Why do you say that the child got sick with measles?" Now everyone shouts out loudly, because he wasn't vaccinated. Then the narrator asks, what should the family do to protect their children? And everybody screams, vaccinate them! That is precisely what the family decides to do, after almost losing their child to measles. The parents now take all their children to the Brigadista for vaccination. After the children are all vaccinated, the narrator asks the audience, will these children get sick with measles now? No, shouts the crowd. Why not? Asks the narrator. Because they all got vaccinated, the audience shouts back. At that moment, the measles monster reappears. Again, the monster runs through the crowd looking for children who have not been vaccinated. The monster searches back and forth, but now it does not find any unvaccinated children. Since all the kids have now been vaccinated, they can defend themselves against the evil monster of measles. This time, it is the children who attack the monster. This part of the skit was unplanned. By this time, the kids gathered round were so involved and excited that they took the action spontaneously. Under such attack, the measles monster falls to its knees defeated. The children were astounded when, at the end of the drama, the monster removed its terrifying mask and they saw that it was a well-loved Catholic nun who had been attacked. At the end of the presentation, the narrator asks the audience, why were the children able to defeat the measles monster? Everyone gathered round cries out, because the kids were all vaccinated. The performance ends with shouting the slogan, Los niños, unidos, nunca serán vencidos. The children, united, will never be defeated.